Jude slobber all over my shirt, so let's just ignore that. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun if I sat down and filmed kind of like a get to know me video. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I figured I'd do 25 facts about myself since I'm currently 25. That doesn't count as a fact though. So first things first, my name is Ash. It is short for Ashley, but I do not like being called Ashley. I prefer Ash. I think Ashley is too formal. I was born in a really small town in Utah called Roosevelt. Super boring, very small place. I moved 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago now. I have no plans on moving back anytime soon. I don't even really go back to visit like family very much. They usually come and visit me since I live in the Salt Lake area. There's like just a lot more to do, a lot more fun stuff. So they usually come here. I hate going back home. It's so boring there. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. My 2 oldest brothers are from my parents' previous marriages. Then I have my brother Derek and my sister Brandy. And me and my sister are 11 and a half months apart, so we're Irish twins. I was born April 25th of 94 and she was born April 8th of 1995. So for a couple weeks we are the same age. When we were younger, we usually had to celebrate our birthdays like at the same time, and I absolutely hated that because we usually did it like close to my sister's birthday. And so when my actual birthday came around, it was just kind of like, oh, today's the day you were born, congratulations, and that's kind of it. So I have 3 kids, Evan who's 9, Ellie who's 4, and Jude who is 7 months. My all-time favorite food is curry. Chicken coconut korma curry is the best curry. And Everest Curry Kitchen in Sandy has the best curry ever. How many times can I say best and curry? You can hear my dogs snoring in the background. Oh my gosh, Carl. I am still afraid of the dark even at 25. I don't like the dark. I don't like being in the dark. So at night I usually leave on like my Himalayan salt lamp, or like I'll turn on like my essential oils diffuser because that has like lights on it and stuff too, because the dark is absolutely terrifying. I have never broken a bone and I hope that I never will, and I hope I didn't just jinx myself. It just seems really painful, and like when I hear like bones break in like movies or something, I literally like cringe. So I'm hoping that I never ever break a bone. The only outdoor thing that I enjoy doing is hiking, and thankfully Utah has like a lot of really cool hiking spots. My favorite hike I think that I've been on is the Rocky Mouth Waterfall Trail. I believe that's what it's called. It's not like a super busy trail, which is awesome because a lot of like the bigger trails are like super busy. There was one that I did up in Brighton. I can't remember what it was called, but that one was like a really good one too. We saw a moose there, like super close to us. It was pretty cool. My favorite candy is like the Airhead sour strip things. I don't know what they're called, but those are so freaking good. I like those in like pretty much any sour candy. And chocolate. Chocolate is just the best. I am a very clumsy person. I'm always tripping over myself or running into something. Poor Ellie gets that from me just today. She tripped and fell while walking outside. She's okay. She doesn't even have a scrape, but my kid is always tripping and falling and running into things just as much as me. My favorite TV show would have to be either Grey's Anatomy or The Office. Grey's Anatomy is so freaking good, but The Office is like super funny. Currently wearing my Dunder Mifflin Paper Company shirt. I'm sad that they're taking The Office off Netflix because apparently NBC decided they needed their own streaming service, which like nobody's gonna use. So I have had 6 surgeries. I've had 3 C-sections. My appendix, gallbladder, and wisdom teeth all removed as well. surgery is not fun, and I hope I don't have any more anytime soon. I hate rodents and snakes. The thought of them makes my skin crawl. Like, I don't like looking at them at the pet store or like on TV, anything. Evan has asked me for a pet snake, and I shut that down real quick. We don't have rodents or creepy crawlies, anything in our house. Gross. I currently have 6 tattoos and just 1 piercing for now. I did have my ears gauged out, and I used to have my lip pierced as well, but I took those out because I didn't like them anymore. My all-time favorite movies have to be The Sixth Sense, because you will never guess the ending of that movie. Unless you've seen it, you don't know how it's going to end. M. Night Shyamalan is like my favorite. Most of his movies are pretty freaking good, but that one's like the best in my opinion. And Juno. I know that movie word for word pretty much because I watch it all the time. I hate driving with a passion. It gives me the worst anxiety to drive, and it's even worse if somebody else is driving. Like, I can't do it. It gives me anxiety. I have panic attacks. So if I can avoid driving, then I will. If I have to drive, I will avoid driving on the freeway if I can, because I hate it. I don't care if it takes me like 20 extra minutes to get where I'm going. As long as I don't have to go on the freeway, doesn't matter. I'll drive an hour extra just to avoid the freeway. This one's kind of gross, but I have a fear of throwing up. I will panic every time I get sick, thinking like I'm gonna throw up. It makes me cry every time I do throw up. If I do get sick, I just sit there and constantly worry about if I'm going to throw up or not. Does anybody else have this fear, or am I just a weirdo? Like, I feel like I'm probably just a weirdo, and like I'm the only person that has like a weird fear of throwing up. I used to be a CNA, or a certified nurse's assistant. I did that for about 4 years. And then I just decided that it just wasn't for me anymore. It's a really hard job. I don't really have like a whole lot of hobbies because I'm not good at anything. But I do like to like play around with makeup and make these YouTube videos. Pretty much my only 2 hobbies that I have, unless binge watching shows on like Netflix or YouTube counts as a hobby. Sloths are my all-time favorite animal. I love them so freaking much. They are so cute, especially like the little brown like fuzzy ones. Oh my gosh. I really want to go to Costa Rica one day because they have a sanctuary down there where they rescue animals, and they have a lot of sloths down there. I really want to go so I can see the sloths. I think it'd be the most amazing thing ever. And yes, I know they have them at the aquarium, but it's not the same. Okay, I could probably hold one in Costa Rica. When I was 8, I got into a 4-wheeler accident at my neighbor's house. I ran straight into a fence and ended up hitting it like this. And when I pulled away, it ripped my face. So I have a scar right here, one under here somewhere, and then my arm has a bunch on it as well. I ended up getting stitches and did not want to go to school because I had stitches in my face. I was so embarrassed. That was very traumatic for me as a kid. I remember like going home and just throwing myself on the kitchen floor, and there was just a pool of blood like just dripping out of my face. And then I had to go to the hospital and get stitches. They had to like numb my face. They put a needle in my opened wound, and that was like the most painful part. I don't remember any pain other than that part. And it was pretty bad. If this scar on my neck somewhere in this area would have been just a little bit more, it would have hit that main artery in my throat, and that could have been really bad. So thankfully that didn't happen. And the last but not least, and definitely the coolest fact about me, is that I went to the Winter Olympics when they came here to Utah. Me and my brother both got to go. It's definitely the coolest thing I've done in my life so far. I just remember it being like the coolest experience ever. My mom has so many pictures and like memorabilia and just all of these memories from going, and it was just so awesome and the coolest thing I've done. All right, that is it for 25 facts about me. I hope I did 25. If not, leave me a comment and tell me how many I actually got. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And see you guys next time. Bye.